Hello, YouTube. I'm back for having something that I want to say. Yeah, today I just try to recover my. Um, I'm trying to recover my Goodreads account, which was deleted. I don't know how it gets deleted, but yeah, all my reviews got deleted last year, which I don't know how to recover it. And I guess I won't be able to recover it. But something really shocks me because last year I did read this book by Kirstin Chen, Counterfeit, and I gave it a 5 star. And I do have a YouTube video live recording talking about why I love this book. And yeah, this guy Monte Price, he's also a very famous. A famous YouTuber, a famous reviewer. He's also giving it a 5 star, and I kind of give it this book a 5 star too. So when I look at the rating, the overall rating on Goodreads for this book is 3.48 stars. Means it's it's really bad for a book. I mean, normally for a book that is on bestseller, I would expect it to be 4 star above. I don't expect it to be this low, 3.48 stars. It's not even above 3.5 stars. So yeah, I'm quite shocked that this book got such a low rating. It's also quite sad when I try to read the reviews. When I try to read the reviews, okay, the 1 star rating reviews, I came to read this review by this Dr. Apu, whoever he is. He got a lot of reviews and a lot of followers, like over 3,000 followers. And yeah, the sad thing is that whatever this guy is writing, was writing, is not true at all about this book. Okay, so I had picked up this book to read only because it was selection of a book club. Okay, the book, the story of this novel can be easily described as in a single line. It is the story of two ladies of Chinese ethnicity who try to fool Americans with fake luxury goods. Okay, the topic the author is trying to discuss has already been discussed multiple times by other authors like Kevin Kwan. I'm sure that I know who is Kevin Kwan because I read his book too, and it's very, very different. This book by Kirstin Chen, her book is very different compared to Kevin Kwan. A lot of readers thought that Kevin Kwan is writing something that is sarcastic and it's some form of satirical take on the rich and famous people. Unfortunately, I don't agree on that because Kevin Kwan's book is more like a way of flashing the rich and famous lifestyle, the rich famous lifestyle, in a way that is a bit satirical. Yes, there are some satirical tone in it, but it's still very, I mean, mild in a sense that it's actually trying to glorify that instead of to make fun of it. So that's why I think this is very different. Kevin Kwan's book is very different compared to Christine Chen. In fact, that is the point why this. In fact, that is the whole point why this book got a low rating, because most of the readers, Kevin Kwan fan, is trying to read this book, and they will dislike this book because this book seriously is more. It has its own depth in the psychological sense, in the philosophical sense, which is pretty different compared to Kevin Kwan's book. Okay, so this guy mentioned that we have read this story many times. No, it is different. It's very, very different. Now seems to be boring to hear it again. Yeah. The okay, now he mentioned that the biggest problem with this book is excessive use of racial stereotypes. Well, I don't think so. Even though Chinese race the Chinese characters in this story, they are very different. It's not in one single stereotype. Yes, they use stereotype like Ava in the story, the protagonist is a stereotype Chinese mom who is afraid of her own child getting um not get not getting the progress that he should have. But that is not racial stereotypes. I mean, that also happens in other races, other peoples, not just in Chinese race. Okay. Now he talked about Chinese people who only interested in manufacturing fake product in the factory owner and never acknowledge the workers' right. They don't even allow them. Well, this is just part of it. But in this book, they also mention about the Chinese immigrants who move into United States, and they have a very different sets of values, which is not mentioned here by this reviewer. Then he mentioned about Italians, people who are very greedy for money. Wow. They cheat customer by selling luxury item, always overpricing them. Well, I don't really get this. I don't really get this point from this book at all. The Americans, people who foolish enough to develop a fetish over the overpriced luxury products. That's really a bullshit review. I don't really feel that it happened on the book. I've been reading between. Huh. I found this I found it interesting when I started reading this book after reading had written about this topic. I'm. It seems like some authors are never planning to change this writing style, which is dangerous. Wow, this guy even ties Salman Rushdie to Kirstin Chen when both of them writes very, very, very different things. I think it's enough of this bullshit. Let's read the replies. I believe a lot of readers will counter this guy. Yeah, for example, like this a perfect example of the point the author of this comment is making. I doubt the author finished the book. Yeah, me too. I doubt that he ever read the book. Really funny to read the lengthy and serious. I have to emphasize it. Yeah, it's a very lengthy comment that is not related to the book. It's sad, you see. Such kind of reviewers, I should report them. I remember I did report him. Am I? Did I? Because my my Goodreads accounts had been cleared, like completely blank right now. All my all my reading in the past had been deleted. Only a few only a few of them I just reviewed recently, not long ago. These are the few books I reviewed recently, but all those books that I have read previously all removed, which is pretty sad. Okay. I think even though I reported this guy before, it got removed. Yeah, I don't agree on this guy. He is not really uh anyway, others posting a review that is incorrect. Anyway, I'll just report him. I don't care. Okay, let's read more about the 1-star review that this book got. Some of them are really valid. You see, for example, I remember I read one of the reviews. She is a reader expecting something that is fashionista, something like Emily in Paris kind of books. I understand that those readers who are looking for something like that would disappointed by this book, because if you read the book, if you read the Amazon description on this book, you'll see that those who recommend this book are from magazine, like for example from Cosmopolitan, all those fashion houses. um like for example this propulsive and captivating, a provocative story of fashion, friendship and fakes, with characters that both subvert and capitalize on the model minority myth. No surprise that the Sly family's capers was the subject of the fierce eight-way bidding war for TV rights. So Vogue magazine, Cosmopolitans, all those are fashion magazines. So like Harper's Bazaars, all these are fashion magazines. So when they recommend these books, of course, a lot of readers who are very fashion savvy, who love these kind of things, who love the fashion stuff, they will go ahead and read this book. Unfortunately, this book is actually trying to um is trying to tell a story that is trying to deliver a message that all these things are just like, it's it's very superficial. I mean, spoiler alert. So in this book, Ava is the protagonist, and she's an Chinese American lawyer, and she married a very successful surgeon husband and have a young son, of course, a very beautiful family. And she happened to have a friend, Winnie Fang, and this friend, she's kind of street smart kind of person who breaks the law. So she always carry Birkins, or, those luxury handbags or something like that, and she's up to something not good. And she kind of like trying to convince Ava to help her out on these criminal activities, to sell the fake to sell the fake luxury bag, yeah, just to make a profit so that Ava would able to afford her son to see a doctor, because she's kind of paranoid about the development of her son. So this story is kind of narrated in a way that, okay, between Winnie Fang and between Winnie and Ava, it's like a bag with brand and a bag without a brand. Ava was a lawyer. She graduated in an Ivy League as a lawyer. So had she is narrated as a Birkin bag. She's narrated as a Birkin bag, equivalent to a Birkin bag. She got the brand, she got all the names, got the status and everything. But Winnie, she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. But the thing is, that's the point. When you have such kind of stories, you might offend those readers who are into this luxury stuff. And and those readers are mostly from Cosmopolitan, from Harper Bazaars, from Vogue magazine. All these readers are not going to be very happy. And I believe that is the reason why this book uh, got such low rating. It's not just on Goodreads. When you look at the purchase review on Amazon, it's also pretty low, because it's not normal for Amazon to get like below 4 star, because most of them are very generous. They will give 5 stars for the book they purchase, else they won't go and purchase it and spend time to read this book at all. And I trust Amazon's ratings more than Goodreads, but Goodreads, I believe Goodreads ratings are not trustable too sometimes for for low number of reviews. But for this number of the reviews, that are this number of readers who are not happy with this book, it's quite surprising for me. And I would say that this is still too bad marketing, bad marketing, because those who love fashion, like readers from Cosmopolitan, readers from Vogue, all these readers, they might not like what's in this book. Perhaps readers from Literary Hub, probably they will love this book. And Book Page, yeah. All these people might love this book. Because I myself, when I read this book, I really enjoy it. It got a very deep meaning on the story, on the plot, and the way the author write about the story, and it's very, very different from whatever Kevin Kwan had written. You know, Kevin Kwan, he is very famous. He wrote chick flicks, those stories like Emily Harris kind of stories, and probably probably that's the reason why, even on the cover itself, I believe the actual book that I got, on the cover there is a recommendation from Kevin Kwan himself, which is yeah, I think so, which is surprise, which no, not in this book, not on this cover. Yeah, I think that is the reason why this book got such a low rating. It's not fair for this author, and it's not fair for this book to get a low rating. It's a very nice book. Sadly, that's that's what happened when the marketing team targeted the wrong readers. Of course, it will still end up on bestseller because people will still buy it. But after they bought the book, after they read the book, they feel disappointed. Probably that's the reason led to this low rating. For example, no, I guess much more no O grade. This is without quotation marks. Uh, I read this book even though it had low rating. No, sloppy, blah blah. All these are not really okay. I'm looking for longer reviews. I don't think so. Like making Asian American criminals? No, that's not the thing. Ava, the main character, she's pretty um, stoic. In my point of view, is pretty stoic as a person. She did that for the sake of her son. Yeah. Um, I remember there was a review, 1 star review mentioned that mentioned about the uh, fashion stuff. Oh, blah blah blah. No. The stupidest part of this book is that they are making absolutely no extra money by turning the fake bags to the real store and selling the real bag on eBay. Just sell the fake one. Okay. This one is pretty. You know, the authentic bags, some of them with RFID tag nowadays, they incorporate some technology in it. And in order to take out that RFID tag, they have to destroy the bag. So that's the point. Hmm. Hmm. Probably this review will make more sense. Okay. All right. I abandoned this one on page. Oh, so this is a DNF. You see, when you give a review and you never really finish a book and you give a review, this review won't hold. I mean, if you didn't finish the book, if you DNF the book, you should not write a review. I think it's not fair for the author and it's not fair for the readers. If you give it a 1 star based on the first 50 pages, that's really not fair at all. First of all, it had all the winning elements to charm me. I guess this is the reviewer. Yeah, yes, this is the valid review that we should look at. So, first of all, it had all the winning elements to charm me. And definitely this reader, she's looking for something that is related to luxury chick flicks, something that is Emily in Paris kind of vibe. I love books set in Silicon Valley. Yeah, I love luxury items. True. She probably is the readers from Cosmopolitan, from Vogue, from Harper's Bazaar. She probably is the real reader here. This review is the only valid review, in my opinion. Yeah, she is saying something that is true about this book. I was okay with the Crazy Rich Asian. Yeah, she's read she read Crazy Rich Asian by Kevin Kwan, and I love Hustler, the movie. Yes, true. She's the exactly. She is exactly the target reader. She is exactly the target reader market, getting the marketing from all these reviews, editorial reviews. Yeah, yeah, that is the group of readers, and yet she's giving it 1 star. It's because she's the victim of this wrong target, the wrong way of marketing, wrong marketing. Okay, the novel starts out well enough. We are introduced to Ava, the main character, who struggled as a new mom, development developmentally challenged son, yes, and her husband, yes. While they somehow have money problems already, this is drastically unrealistic. But right, go on. Um, I don't agree that it's unrealistic because Ava, I mean financially, Ava is has her ability. She even though she graduated from an Ivy League and she retired as a lawyer just to focus on her family. So she literally have no income. All her income depends on her husband, who is a cardiac surgeon. But in the story, okay, spoiler alert, in the story, he kind of suspended her account. So she unable to have uh, any, she won't be able to spend any money. That's why she's kind of desperate in a situation like that. So, okay, then she gets manipulated into joining her friend Winnie's scam of basically returning one replica to the fashion establishment and keeping the original copy, then selling it on eBay. Okay, the novel is written as an interview between Ava and the detective, which we are only reminded of every 50 pages or so. It's peculiar. It's peculiar. It's sort of supposed to be a conversation, but there isn't one. Throughout, it's just Ava's monologue. I was bored out of my mind. I don't think it's that boring. Probably for her, it's boring. But my point of view is, I think it's smart. It reminds me of I guess the author is trying to do a second person point of view. Yeah. A second person point of view is very difficult to do. And yet I think it's not bad. It's still readable for me. In my point of view, it's still readable. Yeah. But then the narrative changes and we get Winnie's perspective. I was getting ready for some action. Yeah, she loves Winnie because Winnie is the rookie character in this story. Then we have to decide which point of view is correct. Okay. The one Ava is telling the detective, certainly not, or what her narcissistic friend said, certainly not. And so here we are with two untrustworthy characters as flat as a year-old open, forgotten luck. Okay, this is French. I couldn't pronounce it. To put it bluntly, the story began to deteriorate after the author's dedication. So quickly, the entire plot becomes implausible. The ending is even more unfathomable, the worst possible way. All right, so this is what the reader recommend. Okay, I recommend to those who love Crazy Rich Asian but wish the writing was at a first grade level. I recommend to those who love wordy and completely unnecessary description of outfits instead of having an actual plot, love flat characters, love racist commentaries, one bedtime story to rapidly fall asleep. Okay, so, well, I don't think those who love Crazy Rich Asian will love this book. I mean, yes, I heard that those who love Crazy Rich Asian, Kevin Kwan's book, will love this book at the same time, but some of them might not, because this book is literally against the luxury industry, against the fashion industry. It's like the original 101 Dalmatian. The original 101 Dalmatian is seriously against fashion industry. Just the recent Cruella de Vil. Yeah, just the recent Cruella. That story, okay, the modern one, Cruella, that story might be fashion friendly, yeah, but not the original 101 Dalmatian. So, well, yeah, this is a valid, a good reply, a good review. That's exactly what a good review should be. But all the others, like this review, is not valid at all. All these short reviews might not be helpful for the readers. So like this, DNF and still give a 1 star. This is really not a good thing on Goodreads. Not a good thing. DNF, even though it's 68%, no, I don't think it's good. Like this, boring. Okay, that is not good too. Well, I'm just a bit sad to see this. Let's look at the 5 star reviews. Yeah, I like his review, Monte Price. His review is good. I mean, same as the 1 star review just now. I also like that review. I also, yeah, because it's really helpful, because the reader did read the thing. Uh yeah. I think his review for this book is more like very general and doesn't give much spoiler. Yeah. Sometimes it could be a paid review. You see, people like him, uh, a kind of famous reviewer, sometimes they will do editorial review. I cannot speculate more. Probably they are genuine, genuine. Probably they are genuine. Probably they are real. But yeah, yeah. Some of them are really good. How? So here's the spoiler reel mention. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm trying to fix my Goodreads. Whoa. I just remember some of the 5-star rate that I finished last year, end of last year. So all the others earlier books I just forgot. I forgot everything about it. So I couldn't make back all the reviews. Why am I giving? Who am I giving 2 star to? I think it's for myself. Yeah, I think the 2 star I gave for my own book. Am I? I think I give my own book like 4 stars. Oh no, I give myself 5 star. That's a shame. Oh, damn. Don't want to read my own review. There's a rule in the industry that we shouldn't read our own. I mean, we shouldn't. An author should not read their own books, the review that they receive about their own books. So this is an industry norm. I believe that's the reason um, why nobody actually trying to report those 1 star reviews. Because I got a few 1 star reviews, but I try to not to read them. My friend told me so. Yeah, that's the reason. That's why I know there are 1 star review for my books, but I try to avoid reading those 1 star reviews. Yep. So how's the thing? I think that's all I want to share today. Um, yep. I think that's all what I want to share today. That's all. Um, bye.